Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved Aberration, episode 7. Today, we're just doing a bit of check-ins, progress checks. This video is really just about, well, kind of showcasing what I've been doing ever since the little break that I had between last episode. A little bit of grinding, not too much, kind of like a little mini podcast really, but most of the footage here is just me, doing all the chores you have to do in Ark in order to progress, getting ready for that next cave and the boss fight, eventually grinding metal and resources. Um, but as for the future roadmap of this channel, I do have a little Dark Souls series going on. Still gonna do that. So far, no commentary, just pure gameplay and silence. Kind of help immerse into that world. It's kind of nice. Um, I did do one video of War Thunder, highlights. I'm not the best, and those are really not special, but kind of little cool clips, stuff like that. Still practicing and reaching out different people to play with and different games to do. I mean, this whole YouTube channel to me is just kind of a way for something to do on the side. Practice skills, my talking, editing skills, and whatnot. I like telling stories, and that's a big thing I want to move on forward. I do have a bit of a little series I'm planning on putting out soon, um, with space engineers. I don't know if you ever heard of that game. Um, and I like survival games, in case you couldn't tell. Ark is probably my favorite, or my most played, anyways. Um, but yeah, I was thinking originally doing Ark like a cinematic series, but that art style didn't really, or that style of recording didn't really work well with the setup I have. I mean, I don't have too many tools. I'm using whatever's free, whatever I could use, and I'm not used to those things. I'm still learning them. So this is, most of the videos I have on Arc are like dry cut, like very raw, like roughly edited. Like the most edits I do on a video are probably just like cuts between things that I think are like, okay, this is just too boring to look at. Like I wouldn't want to look at it. Like it's just me walking around or something. I try to keep things, interesting, and I try for the most part to just try to stay under an hour. The first video I put up was like an hour and 15 minutes, I think, and that was from like 5 hours of like recording. Um, so that was insane, right? But I got better. I do smaller recording times, sessions, um, which helps keep these videos shorter, which I think helps with like watching times, because like I don't know about you, but I don't think anyone wants to watch like an hour of someone just grinding resources, right? So I try to keep that stuff, not on camera, but at the same time, I feel kind of bad not showing it. Like, cause I mean, sometimes in a game like Ark, like something interesting could happen like out of the blue, and there's been stuff like that where I haven't recorded it because I wasn't recording at the time. Like, the base I have in the blue zone now, as you'll see, I was recording that originally, just going there, kind of being around the area. But nothing interesting happened until after I stopped recording and I started building up the base. And me and my friend, we we lost our light pets. They died um, because they ran out of juice, and so they turned off for like a minute, like, or not even like a minute, like 10 seconds, and we got jumped by a Reaper King. I think that's what spawned in, the Reaper King. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because that's like what spawns in. You don't have their light pets, and we died and we lost our stuff. I mean, we got it back. We were able to go back there because it's pretty close to one of our other bases by the waterfall, the river. Um, but it's stuff like that, like, and like something like that would be like that kind of like heat of the moment. That's interesting. That is entertaining. Like the what ifs. Like, and I think that's what the appeals of a survival game is like. You never know what could happen. You gotta be ready for everything. It could change like that in a split second. But anyways, that's why I kind of have this video, just because like I do want to showcase like what I do, like I guess kind of off-camera content. Um, because really this Ark journey is like a documentary of like just me and my friends playing Ark and our progression, our style, and how we go through the game. Because I mean, there's some stuff we do and say, and I think we're pretty funny. And I just, it's kind of like something I can look back at too and like, hey, I remember this time and that time. And I figured, why not share that with the world? I mean, it's free, easy to do. If people like it, they like it. Why not? I mean, YouTube nowadays kind of feels dry and cut, and maybe that's just 'cause like I'm older and I feel more nostalgic towards like the older creators which don't do YouTube anymore. But I mean, you know, I got something to put out there. I think it's worthwhile, hopefully, and I'll get better. But anyways, as I was saying, I do have that little series with the space engineers I want to do too. I'm gonna push out more games. Mainly survival and probably Dark Souls, because that's another genre I like. I like RPGs. Um, I have beaten all of the Dark Souls, Lies of P, Bloodborne. I haven't done Sekiro yet because that's hard. I've seen it. It's hard. I don't know if I want to attempt it. Um, Probably might do that if it. I mean, it's on sale, so I might get it right now. But I'll think about that. But right now I'm focused on survival games, and so that series I have with space engineers. Um, I want to try doing what I was gonna do in Ark was like a cinematic gameplay. I think one of the very first survival games I ever saw besides Ark was Subnautica, and that was like when it first came out. I remember like watching so many series of that, and they were like so cinematic, like or like trying to guess like little mini movies, the way they played it and the videos were edited, and I don't something about that is just feels nice, like watching a game and a movie, but like it's a movie. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I'll try to do something like that, and that's what I'm gonna try to do with space engineers. Space engineers. Can't talk right now. It's late at night. I'm recording this or recording my. This is a voiceover. I'm recording my voice like it's midnight. Anyways, um, space engineers. I thought that'd be a pretty good game to do it on because that is a game that kind of like resonates with me in the way like Subnautica has like that isolationist feel, but I also like I'm a huge like fan of space and engineering. I mean, I am currently a mechanical engineer or studying for a degree, bachelor's degree, third year. So that's another point of topic to talk about on this channel. And I mean, I know I say like I'm talking like, oh yes, on this channel, like this is a news update. And I only got like 16 subscribers, but I mean, I appreciate one of all of you. So thank you thank you for joining the family. And I really hope you appreciate and enjoy what I put out. And if you got any suggestions of anything game-wise or any content you want to see, you know, I would love to do a little bit of everything. That's kind of why I made this channel. Um, I have two songs I put up, and those like when I was in high school, I did music class. Those kind of songs I made myself on piano and a little bit of guitar. Um, Stuff like that. Uh, Maybe like little projects I work on outside of school, and when I'm not playing, I do like handcraft projects or woodworking, a little bit of metalworking. Well, not metalworking, machining. My bad. That's two different things actually. But yeah. So like maybe something like that I could do more of. Um, Really just kind of like recording what I do and kind of like, hey, this is how I did it. Maybe if it's something you're interested in doing, like you could see how I did it and then you go off what I did, like kind of like a tutorial, but more of like what not to do, I guess. You look at like my mistakes and what not to do, or, my journey, and these different things. And I think that'd be pretty interesting. But anyways, I'm veering off topic here. But yeah, back to the space engineers. That will be mainly cinematic. I'm gonna try. It's kind of it's kind of hard to. I already did a little bit of recording for that, and it was kind of hard to do, especially in controller. I don't have like many uh, keybinds, so I can't like it's kind of hard to go in between like the cinematic and like toggle the hub off and everything and just make everything look like cinematic like and move at the same time. It's not something I'm not used to, but I'll probably figure out how to do that better. I mean, I've already thought about making like a second account and then just having that kind of like follow me around. Like I would basically use one character to, as a camera. That's the idea. That could work. But I don't know, it kind of depends if I make it like third person or first person kind of cinematic thing, right? Or a mixture. But I think that would be nice. It won't be purely silent. I'll probably do like a little voiceover thing like I'm doing now, but I'll try to like work out a character or something. Little things like that. But I mean, that's pretty much that for that series. As far as other topics, I guess like I was saying, um, I am in enrolled in college right now full time. Technically, 18 units that is considered full time. Um, so I don't have a lot of time to play around and do stuff, but I also don't not have a lot of time to play around and do stuff because I'm actually entering my finals weeks this upcoming week and this week. So there's gonna be a bit of a pause between recordings and like videos being uploaded. I mean, as of right now, I probably have like 10 videos I could like upload. I just have to edit them a little bit more, you know, try and make them the best I can. So I'll probably do that, and then they'll pour out over the week, upcoming weeks. Um, I mean, right now is big season, upcoming Christmas, that's the next big holiday. We just finished having Thanksgiving, which I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. And that was nice with my family. And well, we'll see what comes up in Christmas because um I might do more during the break, might do less. I'm not sure. Depends if I go traveling again or not. Maybe I'll do some traveling vlogs or I don't know, like I mean this whole YouTube channel is not like one channel dedicated to just gaming or whatnot. I mean it's basically just like a folder of everything I do in my life. From gaming, working, traveling, you know, my little hobbies like playing piano or woodworking or machining, you know, stuff like that. I mean, I could even do like homework help videos if anyone needs that, really. I mean, I'm not the best at math. I'm like B average, but I I'm that could be something, anything really. That's kind of like what I want to do. Provide a service really. I don't know. I'm going on a tangent again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's just about the next week or so. It'll be like a little bit less active probably, I imagine. Gonna probably focus more on the studying part. Um, yeah. As far as anything else down the line, like roadmap wise, I guess if I had to call it that. Um, Besides the Space Engineer series, I would definitely like to do more Dark Souls, especially with friends. I'm trying to work out an idea, like my own game mode in Dark Souls, I guess you call it. It's not really that original. Um, I saw like this video of this guy. I think it was Inferno Plus. He's a YouTuber I watched. Um, and he did like he had a Dark Souls 1 mod where basically it was kind of like what's that game called? It's kind of like um Murder Mystery? No, is that it? No. Gosh. But yeah, actually, it kind of is like Murder Mystery, but there's a name for it. And I mean, I do not want to say Among Us because like it is like Among Us, but that I do not want to compare it to Among Us. I mean, yeah. Anyways, it's kind of like that. The whole idea would just be basically I would get a group of my friends or a group of people. We play throughout any of the Dark Souls or Elden Ring even. Um, Ideally a Dark Souls game because the Elden Ring is just like really open. It could work, but it'd be a little harder. But the premise is basically there's a team A, which is like the host and his phantoms, or summons, as you might call them, and then team B, which would be the invader or invaders, depending on the Dark Souls, because some Dark Souls 1 you can only have, I think it's, oh, Dark Souls, actually no, Dark Souls 1 remastered you can have two invaders at a time. I know that. And Dark Souls, uh, I don't know about Dark Souls 2 actually. I've never actually got invaded like by a person in Dark Souls 2. Only like phantoms or like AI. But I think it might just be one for Dark Souls 2, but I know Dark Souls 3, I think it might also be just one invader at a time. I could be wrong about that though. Um, no, I think no, okay, no, I know for a fact you can be invaded by two invaders at a time. Actually, I know that because I remember I used to play like uh fight clubs and stuff like that. You can have like multiple invaders and phantoms and whatnot. But anyways, that's the premise is basically just you have the host and his summons. They have to get to like the next checkpoint. So like in Dark Souls 1, it would be like by bonfire by bonfire. If they could get to the bonfire, the next bonfire, they would win that round, like that area, that round. If the invaders can kill the host, then they win that round. And you would do it for like each player. So like each player would take a turn being at the host and invaders and switching around. Um, it would probably get really repetitive fast. I mean, I feel like that would probably be the biggest issue because it has a lot of setup that needs to be required in order to even start it. Because I mean, the earliest you could even summon um, in in like any of the Dark Souls would be like the with the white seven stone. In like Dark Souls 1, you have to beat at least two bosses, the tutorial and then like the Taurus demon on the bridge in order to get to like Solaire. That's where you get the seven stone. Dark Souls 3, you have to like grind. I think it's like 2,000 or 5,000 souls, and you buy it from like one of the shrine keepers from Dark Souls 2, like the old grandma lady on the fire. Is it Firelink? Firelink Shrine? I think that's what's called in Dark Souls 3, or maybe it's called Firekeep. I'm not sure. It's been a while. um, but yeah, and then Dark Souls 2 is like almost the same dealio. But that's for the white substone. For the red substone, that's a lot further down the game. So we would have to like rush it and just like speed run for the summon stones, or we would have to do like on New Game Plus characters. So we all already have gear, which I don't know how I feel about. I mean, like, because this would be without mods. This would be like a console. So, um, I unfortunately can't run it on a PC. I just don't have a strong enough PC right now. So, yeah, I'm not sure how that would work out. But, I mean, that's like one of the ideas I kind of want to do, like, with games, like just, adding a twist to them, really. Trying things out, getting a little experimental. Um, Other games I'd be down to play or try out or other things I try to do is pretty much any survival game. Like I know Stranded Deep got released on console a while back. I think officially. I know it was in beta, but I think it officially got released. Um, there was also what is it? The Don't Starve series, and then like Oxygen Not Required or something like that. I mean, there's a lot of games I could do survival wise. Conan Exiles, Grounded's a big one. Oh, Minecraft, Minecraft. Uh, I mean that could be possible. During winter break, I know my friends do like to do the whole 2 week Minecraft phase. Although I would probably would want to do it long term. But that could be something. And actually, I could do that one with mods. Surprisingly enough, I can run Minecraft with mods on my PC fairly well, which to me doesn't make sense because I would think that that would run a lot worse. Of course, I've never done it with recording, so maybe, I don't know. That could be not feasible. Um, but those are some ideas. As far as like other besides playing games, I would like to make music videos, or not, well, not music videos, but you know, I, songs, like, that not actual, videos, just the songs, and I would probably just put a PNG over the video because I don't know about animating or making, cinematic videos like real life. So like, I mean, I like playing the piano. That's like my main hobby right now. That could be something I do. So that's a potential future right there of ideas and videos I could do, and I could even do like piano lessons. I would consider myself intermediate. I don't. I mean, I know a couple songs. I know how to read like very. I would say at least intermediate level music sheet music, like for music sheet notes. You know, I don't remember all the symbols exactly. For like when you hold down the pedals or whatnot and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know. I just kind of want this channel to be like a center of like wealth of information and entertainment, basically. So that's what I'm trying to shoot for. Um, I am also working on a home project right now. I'm trying to replace my chair that I broke. It's right currently right now it's just a stool because I broke the back of it. I leaned a little too much back and it just snapped off. So I'm trying to replace that, and I got some old car seats or car benches, like really they're benches from a Yukon GMC like 1980 something. I don't remember. Junkyard. Anyways, I got those, and I was thinking, I could just add a frame with these, like with wood or something, right? Like, get some like plywood and uh 2x4s and make a frame, and then maybe get some like metal brackets, nuts and bolts to hold together, and boom, I got a sofa. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I thought, I could record that, kind of show my process, maybe inspire any young potential engineers out there, you know, kind of like show what I can do with all my knowledge. That could be interesting. Um, Stuff like that, of course. But I mean, anyways, as far as things go, that's pretty much the plan moving forward for the next couple weeks. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this episode. Um, Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, I forgot how long it takes to tame things in Ark. I literally sat here for like 30 minutes or an hour. I don't remember. It's so long.